Hello and welcome to Big Orbit Games unboxing video of the new Imperial Assault expansion, the Grand Inquisitor. My name's Simon. I'll be doing the unboxing today. So what I'm going to do is open the pack up and show you what you get inside. Now, I'm no expert on Imperial Assault, but I'll give you a few opinions on the different bits and pieces you get in here, and then obviously you can just see what else you get inside. So you get inside the figure, rule sheet, deployment cards for using the Grand Inquisitor, command cards, skirmish mission cards, agenda cards, and an item card, so I can get rid of some of the glare there. So rather than watching me cut open the packet though, here's one I cut through earlier. So let's open this up and I'll show you what you do get inside. So you've got the figure here. I'm going to show you that a little bit later on. So first of all, just show you in here. So you get inside here a leaflet, and on the front of it gives you a breakdown of all the different parts you're getting in here. So it explains your deployment cards, command agenda items, and the skirmish mission cards. You then also have just some of the additional rules, so skirmish attachments and how cleave works, for example. And then you have your skirmish map for your skirmish mission. Now make sure you keep a hold of this sheet. This is good for referencing, and if you do want to get into playing skirmishes, then you're going to want to keep a hold of this, and you're going to need it. So whatever you do, don't throw this away. Don't assume it's the usual sort of advertising stuff you'd get with a component. This is very important. Okay, so onto the cards. So let's take a look at what you get in here. And remember, like I said, I'm no expert on the game, so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of them. We have the command cards here, so hunt them down. So this is for the Grand Inquisitor. Use when you declare lightsaber throw. Apply +2 accuracy to the attack results. The attack gains cleave 2. So what that means is it's much more likely to hit at range because of the increased accuracy, plus you get to hit anyone in the way, so that's a really cool little addition to the lightsaber throw there on that command card. Especially if you, well, it's for the Grand Inquisitor, so if you really like using him. Deadly Precision for Force User. Use at the start of your activation. While attacking during this round, apply -1 of dodge to the defense results. So this will stop your opponents who, I've seen this before, who keep generally rolling the white dice and getting the dodge every time. This will cut them down. You stop them from using it. However, the catch being you've got to use it at the start of the activation, so you sort of, you've just got to hope they don't roll, or do roll one, I guess, because then you get to minus it. Force Rush. Use at the start of your activation, you gain 2 movement points. Good for grabbing objectives and moving around the field that little bit faster. Maneuvering and positioning is very important. So we also have an item card, the Electro Staff. So this is a staff. It's got a surge for +2 damage. Its attack is blue, red, and green. So that's a nice combination of dice. And when you declare an attack with a weapon, the attack may gain either reach or cleave 2. And that just means it's a nice and versatile weapon. You can use it in different situations, so you can use it to take out groups of enemies or just to hit something that's a little bit further away. Downside being it's quite expensive to buy. So on to the cards. So you have here your side mission cards for if you're playing through the campaign. So this one's for the Grand Inquisitor. We then have the influence cards for the Empire. So, like I said, I'm not playing the main game a huge amount, so I'm just going to flick through these two. Then we're on to the Inquisitor deployment card itself. So, he's 9, and then we also have down here his surge abilities. So surge for damage, surge for pierce 3, and surge for cleave 3. Oh, there's a nice. He has, as an action, lightsaber throw, perform a ranged attack using 1 red and 1 yellow die, apply +3 accuracy to the attack results. So you're guaranteed at least range 3 on that, and then a few more range off of the red and yellow die. That's a nice attack, that lightsaber throw. Then Surge Deadly, apply -1 dodge to the defense results. That I very much like. And defensive, while defending, if you did not roll I think it's a block result, apply +1 block to the defense results. So a little bit of survivability as well there. 15 health, 5 speed, white defense die, and then his beautiful attack dice of red, green, and yellow. So he's a nice bit of all-rounder. He's got close combat, he's got range, he's got the ability to remove those. The ability to remove those irritating dodges, and then he's also got defensive abilities as well. So I think he's a really good all-rounder, the Inquisitor. This is the Skirmish upgrade card to Advanced Comm Systems. It costs 1, and it's attachment to the leader only. Abilities on your deployment card that choose or affect adjacent friendly figures or friendly figures within 2 spaces can choose or affect friendly figures within 3 spaces instead. So it just allows you to extend the reach. Let's say if you're Imperial officer or something, you can just reach that a little bit further, which might be what you need for some of those scenarios when you start getting spread out a bit. And then we have here True Data and Heavy Firepower for your Skirmish mission cards, so A and B. So that's all the cards you get in the Grand Inquisitor, and I'm just going to show you the figure. I'm not a huge fan of the figure. I mean, there's so many cool poses they could have put this guy in. I think this one's a little bit of a weak pose. I appreciate the lightsaber is difficult to sculpt all the time because it's just long beams of light, so they do tend to end up being a bit flimsy and wobbly. For any of you modelers out there, you might want to replace these with something a bit more solid. I think the sculpt, as always, is very good. There's a lot of detail on there. You can see sort of the dynamic movement in the legs and stuff, but I don't know, there's just, it feels a bit strange, the stance he's in. I'm not overly keen on it. And again, they've really highlighted like the ridges in his forehead. Now, I've not watched huge amounts of Rebels, so my apologies. I think this guy's going to look much, much better painted up. But again, even, I don't know, the face just seems a bit, I don't know if I can get it into focus enough, but even the face seems like a bit of a neutral expression. Should be, I suppose the character is quite neutral, but I don't know, this one for some reason doesn't shine with me, and but by no measure is it a bad model. It's just I'm quite used to the fact that a lot of Imperial Assault models are really nice. So just for me personally, I think that one's not amazing. So there we go, that's everything you get in the Grand Inquisitor box. I mean, if you really like the character, then great, grab him. I don't think there's anything here that hugely affects any other setups you might have. I mean, you might want the advanced comm systems for your skirmishes. Mostly, though, if you're playing skirmish, you're going to really want this for your missions. So, and for those who are playing the campaign, I think there's a little bit more in here for you for playing the campaign, but yeah, I mean, of all the expansions, I think this is the one the only one that I'm going to say I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. It's not an amazing expansion, but then they make so many good ones, it's okay for them to occasionally make one that isn't 100% amazing, so. But I do like the character overall because of how well-rounded he is as a figure, with his abilities and stuff. I really do like the Grand Inquisitor, so there we go. So yeah, so that's my thoughts and opinions on the set, and as always, if you're into Imperial Assault, hopefully you're going to pick these up anyway. So, but just remember, all the individual components you've seen here today can be bought and sold on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. Check out my other videos. I'll also be unboxing the rest of this new wave of figures, so check those out. Remember to like and subscribe. Any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave them below in the comments. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.